here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And now they run the draw play. Breaks loose at the 40. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a run. Running back's got it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the 1st down.
They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Oklahoma Sooners offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Back to throw. It's Leonard. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first.
Just runs through a man, a mismatch. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Man, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner... Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And they hand it off to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Here's the handoff on a counter. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. The pass rush closing in. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, your best players got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and could create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of their own end zone. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this pass is caught, and the gain just good enough for a first down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Looking to pass, it's Arnold. Looks to the left, pass caught. He has first down yardage at the 46. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Nobody can bring him down. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's low. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Oh, the ball on the ground. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime. They cut into this lead. Looking to throw it on first down. Escapes the pocket. Finds room at the 30. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Leonard. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from it. Don't see that often. So second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Out of the gun now on third down. The ball is picked off.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. And he's got it. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. And he'll set up to throw. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Turn begins inside the 10. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. I tried to use this stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking to throw. It's Arnold. Defense is coming after him. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's low. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets the ball off as he is hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He
fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point is good. It's 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Moves the ball up to the 30. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. First down here for this offense.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns, and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Takes the handoff. It's Sawchuk. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the Sooners look to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it here. And that run produces a decent gain. The gain makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks and spurts. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Trying the run, it's Sawchuk. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Back to pass. It's Arnold. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. It's a shotgun run call. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll try a pass here. Finds his man. It's Price. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Leonard. Fires it on the move. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up 3rd down now. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And it's good for a first down with a 36. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long way to go to get themselves back into this game, but you put positive yards and back-to-back.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not much of a return, but the important. Reception sets the offense up at the 45. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. The sure hands. It's Love. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. The punt team making their way on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Now it's second down here.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the comeback is on. That's a crucial scorecard. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Running out of time in the pocket. And they've got him, a sack on 4th down. There's a penalty marker down. If it's on the offense, it's a change of possession. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Using his legs here. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll work the clock here with their running game. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Handoff heading left. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? He didn't make it. Short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Sawchuk. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.